it's not just a trope, it's reality. And I've given this away in talks before.
Yeah, and going back to what you're saying about the networking piece, it's just really interesting to see how difficult it can be doing the old fashioned route in applying for jobs. Because one of the jobs I had, I was working at a bank, and I met someone at an OWASP meeting here in Dallas that worked for that bank and said, "Hey, we got some openings for pen testers," and I was looking to make a change, so I gave him my resume, got an interview, and within 2 weeks I had an offer. At the same time, I applied at a competing bank. Actually, the bank's probably a little more well known, and I did the normal route of going online and applying for the job. And I didn't hear back for a year, whereas the job I got referred to, I had a job offer like in 2 weeks because I was able to actually get an interview.
You knew a guy, right? It's not just a trope, it's reality. And I've given this away in talks before. I made a class about it one time, and now I took the classes down, and I'm just gonna one day just post all this to YouTube or social media somewhere. It's how to, again, hacking LinkedIn, this big thing we all talk about these days. But really, step number one, if you see somebody, you see that job you want, and it's on LinkedIn, it shows you who's posted that job. Go add that person directly. Go like a few of their posts, right? I did, and the reason I say things like this, and it's like literally in some sales Bible or manual or whatever you want to call it, somewhere that says the more touch points, if you can get 11 touch points by the time you try to pitch your product, and keep in mind, in this case, your product being you as a person, if you can get 11 touch points, like I don't remember the exact number, but it was like 60% more likely to sell your product to them. Like 60% more likely. So you add them on LinkedIn, you like a couple of their statuses, you comment on something maybe they said, or they share a photo. Beautiful family. Oh, great looking team right there. Little things. Like it, share it. If they say something very insightful, have a post about how to doctor up your resume to make it look really good. Share that post. Help them get reach. They'll remember your name. So that way, it's the first time they don't see your name isn't on a resume. Because the first time they see your name, it's on a resume. That's zero touch points, or that's your first touch point. You're already trying to sell them the product. You add them, you like, you share, you comment, you try to develop that relationship as quickly as you can because you're trying to get that job. So don't be crazy about it. That's not what I'm saying there, but like interact in a way that's genuine and interesting. So that way the resume isn't the first time they see your name. Then you apply for that job. 60% more likely to potentially at least get a call. It's better than 0% more likely.